Hopefully it won't run out of space. Alrighty. So according to the back of this, for what measurements I need to take, I am going to do that and write it down on this side of the notebook, so that's right next to the design.
Yeet.
So I need to measure around your bust, which is the widest part of your bust, which is right across the middle. And that comes to 43 inches, so I will add 1 inch for half-inch seam allowance on either side. So your bust will end up being 43 plus 1 for seam allowance. And your waist, which is the thinnest part of your waist.
Sorry, I'm true.
That's fine. Which is 36. So again, I'm going to add 1 inch for seam allowance. And from the back of your neck to your waist, which is exactly around where I measured, which is 14 plus 1 for seam allowance. And from your waist to the floor, again, exactly where I measured around. All the way down to the floor, which is 47. But when I'm doing down to the floor, I like to add a couple of extra inches instead of just the 1 to account for heels. I will need to account separately for heels, but just to account for if the fabric warps, because if the fabric warps, it would be nice to have too much that you can cut away instead of too little that will warp sometimes, because if you cut the fabric on its bias, then it will be wonky. Some extra. And those are the measurements.
Yeet.
Yeet. And cut. Hi. Welcome to pattern cutting and modifying the bodice of this. Morgan's here, and she's filming. Hi, Morgan.
Oh.
Right. So the way that I cut patterns is I go slightly outside of the seam allowance line, so that I don't accidentally cut through the black line, which is what you'll need to actually know where it is. So basically I'm just getting rid of any paper that would get in my way when laying the pattern out on the fabric. Which we don't have the fabric yet, but this is just going to make it easier for me to manage these pattern pieces.
Yeet.
And now the whole front piece is cut out. And if you have an iron and want this to be flat, then set your iron to the lowest possible setting and run it over for literally half a second, and it'll lay flat. But I'm not going to do that because I am not confident enough with my iron to not set this on fire. So I'm going to cut out the other piece, and then we will do some resizing. And cut.